a false say, well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. Tell me I'm inside and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. They told me now you drop top girl, you not stop shop girl. Little more than dirty one rock that.
You know, my father had recently passed, so I get all these words started to come in. True love never fails, love never falls, real love conquers all. And lyrics in there were actually my family talking to me, myself also. I'll be there to give you what you need. I support your causes selflessly.
Ever wonder why Sean Paul suddenly vanished from American pop music after dominating the charts for years? Before this video ends, you'll discover how Jay-Z personally blacklisted him from ever performing with Beyonce again after their chemistry became too obvious. And wait until you hear the shocking truth, why a Russian oligarch's $3 million offer made Sean Paul refuse to ever sing Baby Boy again. January 9th, 1973, Kingston, Jamaica. Sean Paul Ryan Francis Henriquez is born into a world that doesn't know where to place him. His mother, Frances, paints in her studio. His father, Garth, runs import businesses. Portuguese, Jewish, Chinese, and Afro-Caribbean blood flows through his veins. In Jamaica's color-coded society, that makes you nobody and everybody at the same time. Growing up in uptown St. Andrew, Sean Paul attends Wolmer's Voice School. Future lawyers and doctors sit beside him. Speaking patois gets you detention. Listening to Yellow Man gets you suspended. But at night, bass lines thunder from downtown Kingston, the same streets his parents warned him never to visit. At age 15, Sean Paul starts living two lives. Swimming champion by day, training with Jamaica's national team, possibly Olympic-bound. Street dance infiltrator by night, sneaking into Waterhouse and Tivoli Gardens, where his light skin makes him a target. Here's where his life takes a shocking turn. Sean Paul was Jamaica's rising swimming star, training for international meets. But chlorine was destroying something more valuable than medals, his voice. In 1991, at age 18, he makes a decision that changes everything. He quits swimming forever. Listen to what he reveals decades later about that choice.
I was a swimmer. I did play water polo for Jamaica, both sports. But then also I tried to play tennis. I say try.
Right. Yeah.
I tried to, play basketball. I got friends in different circles. And, one of my friends actually started to do music. And I was like, yo, I want to do that,
From 1992 to 1996, Sean Paul becomes a studio ghost. 4 years sitting silent in corners, watching Beanie Man and Bounty Killer record, not saying a word, just absorbing everything. When his first single, Baby Girl, drops with producer Jeremy Harding in November 1996, the response devastates him. Radio stations refuse to play it. Too clean, not Jamaican enough, sounds like Snow, the white Canadian reggae artist. Even prominent producers tell him this to his face.
It's people that hear, big producers hear me and look for me and say, you sound like Snow. And me vex when him telling me that,
But rejection becomes fuel. Sean Paul develops his signature, rapid-fire patois style. He's not trying to be Bounty or Beanie. He's creating something entirely new, a style nobody else can ride. March 28th, 2000, Stage 1. His debut album barely registers outside Jamaica, but Sean Paul keeps grinding. Then 2002 changes everything with Daddy Rock. Gimme the Light explodes on American urban radio before Jamaica even notices. The secret? That slurred delivery everyone loves came from recording at 4 a.m. after being awake 36 hours straight. Pure exhaustion created his trademark sound.
Just give me the light and pass the joy.
6 million albums sold worldwide. Get Busy hits #1 globally. Paul goes from unknown to unavoidable in months. But success brings unexpected problems. Everywhere he goes, people think he's Latino. The confusion is constant.
Oh, you know what happens to me? I'm in Miami and I go to the pharmacy or something and say, do you have this? And they're like, shouldn't deny your culture, man. They just don't know. They think I'm Latin.
Even technology can't understand his accent. Watch what happens when Big Boy tests him with Siri.
Hey, Annie, what's up? Call Big Boy for me now.
And what did it say on there?
It said call Big Boy, but it didn't say the femina.
Right.
January 2003. The phone rings. It's Beyonce's team. She needs Sean Paul for Baby Boy. The Miami recording session creates something dangerous. Chemistry too real for the cameras.
Drop shop girl, drop shop girl. People for the dirty one rock that way.
9 weeks at #1, their biggest hit. But watch what happens next. Suddenly, Sean Paul is removed from performances, edited out of videos, banned from award shows where Beyonce appears. His mic gets mysteriously cut during their only live performance together.
Before the video shoot, I was told I'm not in any scene with her, which to me at the time, the way I was thinking about the video was totally different. I thought we were gonna kind of act something out. So
Here's the bombshell the industry won't discuss. Jay-Z personally intervened. Multiple sources confirm he made calls to ensure Sean Paul never performed with Beyonce again. The chemistry was too obvious, the threat too real. One powerful man destroyed Sean Paul's pop career to protect his relationship. After Baby Boy, Beyonce never acknowledged Sean Paul existed. No reunion performances, no anniversary celebrations. It's like he was erased from her history. Most American pop stars got the message. Working with Sean Paul meant problems with the Carters. But 2003 wasn't finished. Get Busy becomes even bigger, reaching #1 in over 20 countries. The success brings insane demands from his record label. They want him to do anything for social media attention. Listen to what his label executive suggested he do to promote his music.
I was promoting a song at the time called When It Comes to You. Great piece of vocal performance from myself, if I do say so myself, right? Me I sing out my heart upon the chorus and me I spit in on the verse them, right? Me said to the man, so are you telling me that if I tattoo the words of the song upon my dick and post it on Instagram, and him say, I'm not going to tell you what to do, mate. I'm going to say, that's suck your mother.
While celebrating this success, something happens in Amsterdam that nobody discusses. August 2003, during a performance, a Jamaican man throws a glass bottle at Sean Paul's head, missing by inches. Security grabs the attacker. What Sean Paul does next shocks everyone. He invites the man backstage. For 3 hours, they talk. The man felt Sean Paul betrayed dancehall by going pop. Sean Paul gives him money for a flight home. That man now runs one of Jamaica's biggest sound systems. He's never revealed what Sean Paul told him that night. 2005's Temperature becomes his last massive global hit, #1 in 15 countries. But while filming the video, Sean Paul receives news that changes his perspective forever. His father, Garth, is diagnosed with kidney disease.
When I was in my 20s, it was kind of weird between me and him, and then we became very good friends after that.
Well, that's good.
So, yeah.
And he got
I
to
have those
see your
memories.
success?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's
and
good.
that's really important.
That's cool.
The industry can't understand why Sean Paul starts declining million-dollar collaborations. Rihanna wants him on Umbrella. He says no. Justin Timberlake reaches out. He passes. Christina Aguilera offers massive money. Not interested. The truth? He's home in Jamaica, driving his father to dialysis 3 times a week. Music means nothing compared to family. When asked about his lifestyle and how he stays looking young, Sean Paul reveals his secret.
Smoke.
Yeah, actually coming out of my mouth. I think I knew the answer.
Smoke, listen to my own music, very narcissistic guy.
But he doesn't just smoke weed, he brings gifts everywhere. Check out what he brought to Big Boy Studio.
I brought you a gift. It's Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. It's some of the most sought after coffee because it's very tasty, you know? And we only have a few dedicated hills that the real, you know, like how Champagne come from the Champagne region. Blue Mountain coffee come from the Blue Mountain region. So it's a gift for you. And
Okay, you just gifting me
something I'm proud of for my country. Yeah.
His father makes one final request. Stop hiding behind the music. If you're going to do this, do it fully or don't do it at all. 3 weeks later, Garth Henriquez passes away. The funeral brings all of Jamaica together. Uptown, downtown, politicians, gangsters. They're not there for Sean Paul the star. They're there for Garth's son. 2012 marks his comeback, but different. He marries TV host Jody Stewart Henriquez, finding stability away from the spotlight. Their son Levi arrives in 2017, daughter Remy in 2019. Listen to how his kids react to his fame and how they use him.
They think I'm named FaceTime.
Right.
They're like, bro, when you coming home? My daughter's like, why are you so famous, bro?
Yeah.
His daughter treats him like Alexa.
Her daughter, she had 3-year-old at the time. She's 5 now. She says, Daddy, can I have some orange juice? I said, all right, love. I'm soon come. I turn for walk to the fridge. You hear her now? Daddy, And she watch the TV, you know. I stop and say, yeah. She say, where's my orange juice? I say, I ain't an iPad, yo.
Here's the shocking truth about Sean Paul's choices. In 2014, a Russian oligarch offers him $3 million for one private performance. The catch? He must perform Baby Boy and other pop-era songs. Sean Paul turns it down flat. He hasn't performed Baby Boy in full since 2010. 2016 brings unexpected redemption. Sia calls for cheap thrills. Sean Paul almost refuses, but something in her approach feels different. She genuinely loves dancehall, not using him for credibility. The song becomes a global smash. The pandemic reveals another secret. While other artists struggle, Sean Paul thrives. His streaming numbers explode. Gen Z discovers him on TikTok without knowing his history.
But here's what pisses him off. Reggaeton artists making millions off dancehall sound while refusing to acknowledge where it came from. Listen to his raw thoughts on this theft.
Oh, when a person played that type of drum in that way and put a bass line to it like that, we make you dance, so.
Modern music, Sean Paul has thoughts about that too. These new artists can't even play instruments anymore.
You know, one of my friends actually started to do music, and I was like, yo, I want to do that. Big up to Dan Youth. He's somebody who was my age. He was in the same school as me. He was table tennis champion. I was swimming champion. And then he started to do his thing, and I started to follow them around to the studios and be a fly on the wall for like a while.
And don't get him started on modern dancehall artists who refuse to make clean versions for kids. He believes DJs have a responsibility.
But as a responsible DJ, if you could have the option to say, let me flip this.
The hard truth? Dancehall only gets 3% of the global music market. 3%. While artists fight over who's king, the entire genre is dying.
It means only 3% of the buying public is buying the music.
But here's what the industry keeps quiet. Since 2009, Sean Paul owns all his masters. While others fight for ownership, he quietly bought back everything when his commercial peak ended. 2022's Scorcha album proves he hasn't lost anything. Released independently through his Duddy Rock Productions, it debuts at #1 on Billboard Reggae charts. Today, Sean Paul tours selectively, 5 months in 2024, but on his own terms. He limits tours to 2 weeks maximum for family time. 2024, Sean Paul is busier than ever, but on his own terms. 5 months touring this year alone. New collaborations dropping monthly. His current projects blow minds. A Tyler Lepley remix that's about to shake up R&B. Collaborations with Romanian superstar Ina hitting European charts. Building new rhythms with legendary producer Dave Kelly, the man behind Showtime and Pepper Seed.
A song called Bring It on a rhythm where we have, and we put that in it and we put it down. So when the conversation come up with Dave now, I say to my G, them say, yo, can flip on the rhythm there, you know, dash on my rhythm and take that song there, and we did. Change the key, because apparently the Showtime rhythm was in A minor, and I never really liked that. So I switched. And then I speed it up a little bit, a few BPM.
The Duddy Cup football tournament returns bigger than ever, pumping money directly into downtown Kingston communities. His recording studio operates as a non-profit, letting hungry artists record for free. Over 50 Jamaicans employed full-time through his companies.
Stay in my country, I produce younger artists, I build rhythms, I try to influence good DJs to play both sides of the song.
But here's the secret project nobody knows about. Sean Paul is financing a documentary exposing dancehall's real history. Who got paid, who got robbed, who really created the sound. Self-financed to avoid censorship. Plus, he's ghostwriting for 3 major pop stars who desperately need Caribbean authenticity but can't credit him publicly. When asked who is the king of dancehall, Sean Paul drops truth that silences the room.
Dancehall is the king. And I serve the king. Because you can have a king and him no have no army, you know. Dancehall is the king. And right now the king.
And you,
the king,
Beanie, Cartel,
the king
Shaggy,
staff, hold on.
Shabba, Bunty,
yeah, all of that is what I'm saying.
Feeds into
because we all came and do our part. But the king staff is broken and lean down on him. The cloak, it dirty up. You understand?
As of 2024, Sean Paul's net worth sits at $25 million. Sounds low for someone with his success? That's because he owns everything: masters, publishing, studios, distribution. While other artists fight for scraps, he quietly bought back his entire catalog when everyone thought his career was over.
Is at home above my TV, right where the kids taught, like the kids shit all over. And
The light-skinned boy who was too clean for dancehall and too Jamaican for pop created his own universe. Sean Paul didn't just cross over, he built a permanent bridge between worlds. He conquered pop music at its absolute peak, then walked away before it conquered him, chose family over fame, ownership over validation, Jamaica over everything. The swimmer who quit for music still makes waves. Just in waters he controls completely. Sean Paul's story proves you can reach the top of the mountain, plant your flag, then climb back down on your own terms. In an industry that destroys everyone eventually, Sean Paul did the impossible. He survived with his soul intact.